Hello all, Jamie Rogers here for Craftmania today. Having a little look at some last minute Christmas inspiration for you. We know that Christmas is fast approaching and some of you may be like me and haven't really done much about it and maybe treating this time as your chance to catch up. So we thought we'd bring you some last minute ideas with bits and bobs we've got in stock for you right now, most of which are on special offer. So there's no better time to get hold of them. Now Pete, our lovely cameraman, is going to give you a little scan over a few of the cards we might be looking at in our upcoming last minute videos, while I tell you about where you can find these products. Now, all of the products we're going to be using in today's video and all of our last minute Christmas idea videos are on our website, which is www.craftmaniacrafts.com. I think I missed a W because I always do. So 3ws.craftmaniacrafts.com. If you head on to there are lots of different drop down sections, but there's one that's called As Seen on TV. I know we're not technically on TV, but we've popped it into a little folder on there for you for ease of finding it. And if you look for the section which is called November-YouTube-Last Minute Christmas Ideas, that whole section actually, if you've never come across it, is really good because it's got all of the products in it for all of the TV shows that Creative Expressions do. Mine, Gwen's, Jane's, Francois', Sue's, Andy's, the whole lot are all in there, all in order for you to go back and have a little look at the products they used on each show. So these will be added into that category for you to go and find the bits you want and shop to your heart's content. So what we're going to be looking at today is this card. It's quite nice, quick and simple. Apologies, but the sleigh and reindeers has already been discontinued by Creative Expressions, so we can no longer get hold of this one. So please ignore that, but the rest of the card will be available on the website for you to order. We'll chat a little bit more later about how you can order your goodies and how our P&P and that works. But let's get on and show you actually how you could make this card, shall we? Very simple one for this little video. So we're going to be using one of the paper cut dies. We're going to be looking at the Jingle Bells one. So these are my favourites paper cut dies. I love the edges. If you've not seen them before, 50% cuts out from the top of your die, 50% below your die, giving you sort of an up and above design and an aperture style cut, which opens it up to a lot of techniques. We have extension blades that come out the sides, which are the place we can trim to if we want to. We can leave these on apertures of cards, like our little example at the top here, or the one down the front here. So if you want them as stand-up elements, you can do that. Or of course, we can cut them into aperture windows instead, or we can just trim them off and use them as a simple die cut. So I'm just going to pop this onto a piece of white card, and we're going to pop it through our new machine. So I'm absolutely in love with this. If you haven't seen this, it's a new machine that we've just had come in stock. We did do a YouTube video showing off all our new tools because we've got new scoreboards and stamping platforms and all sorts going on at the moment. And this is just one of the new gadgets. They're all on offer actually too, so it's well worth checking out the video and the website. This machine is an A5 one. It's $79.99 is its retail price, but we have it on offer at the moment for only $67.99. Of course, including free P&P in the UK. And as you can see, it's so easy to turn. I know some people struggle with machines. This one is so easy to use. It comes with a selection of plates, but the other video will tell you all about it. Once it's come through, it's cut for us. One of the bits I didn't mention actually, which I really like with this machine, is its magnetic plates. So it will keep your dies in place. Wherever you put them, they will stay there because the base plate is magnetic, which I think is amazing because it saves you having to worry about everything moving. Enough about the machine. We'll get rid of all this. I promise I have to hoover, so if we throw it on the floor, it doesn't matter. Once our die has gone through, all of the bits will fall out neatly for you. Or not maybe so neatly, but they'll fall out easily for you. We can then trim to our extension blades and remove this top part if that's the technique you wish to do with these. And we can take that bit away and be left with just our die cut, which is, as you can see, really beautiful. Paper cut dies, the aim of these is to give you the effect of paper cutting without the hassle. So one die will go through your machine, one cut, and this is just an amazing way to look at your die cuts. It looks as if we've used several different ones. In fact, we've only used the one. So once you've got it cut out, that then opens us up to a whole new world of what we can do with them. So I've got one here that I've already cut out of our lovely dark red card. This again will be on offer on the website. We're going to pop that down and we're going to use some glitter kiss over the top of it because you may remember that on my one it's really lovely and sparkly. So we're going to bring in our fire red glitter kiss. And this complements really well with our dark red card because of it will save us trying to put loads of this on to get our card red. We will allow this to shine through and just give us a two-tone effect. So with Glitter Kiss, if you've not seen them before, we have a little applicator built into the lid. I wash mine out between uses, hence why this one looks clean and a little bit blue, because it's probably been used for a different product previously. When we take the lid off, your goodies are in the inside of the jar. This is a really ultrafine glitter suspended in a clear glue, which means that we can just go in and hook this up on the side of the jar using your applicator, so not particularly messy at all. Get a nice covering on the base of your applicator without it being too heavy. We don't want any lumps or bumps, we just want a smooth covering. And now normally we would build up layers by going across our card, letting that one dry, twisting it, going across it, letting that one dry, until we end up with our nice filled in effect. But for this being a die cut, it can be quite delicate and I don't want to damage it. So I could have done the card beforehand, but if you want to colour or die cut you've already got, the easier way is to leave the top part on. So you're going to notice I haven't trimmed this one out yet, because if that's still in place, it might protect our wording from being damaged. And I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to pounce it using our lovely applicator just straight over the top here. And we can go in time and time again and build this up as much or as little as we want to. If you was working on a glass mat, you may even be able to pick up the colourage that goes through and reuse that, but I'm just on a piece of paper for my one, so it's a little bit more wasteful, but not the end of the world. Glitter Kiss is a really fun product actually. It comes in loads of different colours. You can also hook a bit out with a paintbrush and paint with it as well, so if you wanted to give your flowers glittery edges, or if you want to do different effects with it, you really can do. You can also mix your colours quite nicely, so using the sort of dabbing technique I'm using at the moment. If you had the gold one, for instance, you could come in and put a bit of gold in there as well, or maybe if you wanted to, I've also got the Hunter Green one, which we're going to be using on this card. I won't show you that one because you've got the idea now, but you could bring the Hunter Green into this. We could take off our excess and we could add a bit of the green in on over our red as well, which again just really gives you that Christmassy effect, doesn't it? So it shows you how, if you want to, you could mix your colours. I'm trying to remember how many of these there are. There's quite a lot. So, you know, especially golds would be really lovely. It's also a really nice rainbow black one. But you can check out our website. We've got all of them available. We literally carry the whole range of all of these little jars from Cosmic Shimmer. There's Opal Blaze are the little small jars. We carry them as well. But you've got the opal polish, you've got metallic polish, you've got matte chalk polish, we've got the Glitter Kiss. We carry every single one of these on the website, so you can go on there and get them. And quite often, quite a few of them come up on offer as well, so it's worth checking them out. These two colours will be on offer because of our featuring in your last minute Christmas ideas videos, so do check out that page. But as you can see, you get really nice coverage, really nice sparkle, mixed or not mixed, the choice is yours. But I actually quite like the red and the green. I wish I had done that on the original, but it's nice to show you different ideas with them. So we can pop that to one side just for a second, and we're going to get another piece of paper ready because our next one is just as messy. And we're going to bring in one I've already done earlier. So we have our Jingle Bells once again. So this is already coloured all in our red and it's dry. Dry time for your Glitter Kiss literally is actually pretty instant. It don't take too long at all. The more layers you put on, the thicker it becomes, the longer it will take to dry. But a couple of minutes and you should be good to go. You can speed it up with a heat gun if you wish to. Now, I picked this tip up from one of our Creative Expressions design team members, if I'm being honest with you. So I'm going to share it with you just in case you haven't seen me do it on telly, because I thought it was ingenious. I've always loved paper piecing through dies, especially these edges. And normally I would put a big piece of self-adhesive backing on the back here, or I would stick a piece of card on it and then individually glue and put all of the bits back through it. That takes a lot of time. And I really wish I could remember who it was, and I always feel bad because I can never remember to give the lady credit, but one of the design team members sent through her cards for one of my shows, and she had put tape on the back of hers, just ordinary sellotape. I'm using some Scotch tape at the moment. Sadly, this isn't a product we sell, but it's a good masking tape for sending your dies through your machine, but it's also really good for doing this as well. So we're just going to take that one off actually, because that one's a little bit too high, and we're going to go back slightly to the line. There we go, that's better. We don't want it to show up over the top there. And I think we've got all of the areas. There's a little gap there, so we'll just go in with that one. pop that over there. We won't worry about doing this all completely. But basically, by popping your tape on there now, that means that these elements are now sticky. So when we come to paper piecing, which is what we're going to do to create this card, it's really easy because there's bits there to hold them in place already. So I've taken some of our green card and I've covered it using our green, hunter green glitter kiss. And we're just going to take a few of these bits and pop them back in. As I say, I'm not going to do all of them because of, although it's incredibly therapeutic to do and quite good fun, it's probably not the most exciting thing to watch somebody else do. So I won't do too many of them, but we'll just do these little twiddly bits, shall we? If I can find where they all come from. Oh, that one's there, isn't it? It's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, and I've never got on my jigsaw puzzles, but I do enjoy doing this, so I can't moan. We'll bring that one in on the side there. So on the original card, I did all of the greenery bits in the green, obviously, to give them their colouring. And then I used mirror board and did the bells in the mirror board. So what that basically means is you're going to take your die and you're going to cut it in the different colour cardstocks that you wish to use. So obviously with the green, I've coloured it with my glitter kiss before so that I don't have to try and colour all of these individual little components because that might take a little bit of time. And then I've cut it out, and the waste bit is the bit that we've kept from that one. Obviously you can use the full cut as well, but the waste is the bit that we're using just for this. So you can pop all of them pieces in. If you don't wish to do all of it in paper piecing, here's a bit of a cheat for you. We're going to use some glitter bits, and this is the golden sand colouring. Now, glitter bits are another Cosmic Shimmer product. These are amazing. They're like a disco ball in a jar because they have 3 different sized particles of glitter in every single jar, which helps because the light will dance off of all of the different sized particles. So we can bring this in and we can tip this on there, go in with our fingertip, and we're just going to burnish this down onto our tape. So everywhere that tape is, in all of these different holes, we can add in a bit of glitter, giving us even more sparkle. Tip that on there. There we go. And it's a bit quicker than paper piecing, but paper piecing is a lovely technique, so it's your choice. We'll tip off our excess there. If you've got a brush at home, just any iron paintbrush might be nice to take off the excess. But as you can see, we have got a really sparkly finish. And we've of course now got the glitter kiss and the glitter bits working in conjunction together to give you that truly Christmassy sparkle. We can pop this back in its jar so nothing is wasted. This colour of course will be on the same page, so if you're looking for this one, you can just jump straight onto that last minute Christmas ideas page on the website and find all of these in one place. Then we're going to go on to our card. So for our card base, we again have our lovely green cardstock. I've gone around the edge of it with our glitter kiss. So this is something I often think gets missed with glitter kiss. Obviously glitter card is available. You can buy glitter card. Glitter card at Craftmania, I believe, is 50p a sheet. It's of course available on the website. But to be honest, if this was glitter card, we would waste this bit in the middle. Yes, I know you can gut your card, but few of us actually do that. And you're going to use a sheet of card that's going to be hidden away. You've paid for that product and nobody's getting to see it. With this one, we can use our inexpensive green card, go around just the edge with our glitter kiss. You've not wasted your money, you've not wasted your fancy card, but yet the glittery effect that runs around there is even more beautiful than glitter card. There's no shed to it either, so you don't have to worry about that too. It's just a really nice way to actually add additions to your plain cardstock. Then on the top here, we're going to bring in a piece of gold mirror card and we're going to use our Cosmic Shimmer glue. Now the mirror card itself is just our ordinary foundations mirror card, which again is available on the website. I've popped it onto a scoreboard and scored it at every ½ centimetre, which is something I really like to do with background card because I think it gives it more interest but doesn't make it so interesting that it steals away from the design we're working on. Scoreboards, we've just had some new ones come in. They too were on our tool video, but if you haven't got to see them, you can check them out on the website. I'm going to use my Cosmic Shimmer glue for this. Now these are the new large bottles of Cosmic Shimmer. They're 125ml bottles, but they've changed the lid to them and the nozzle. So I'm going to highlight that in just a second for you because I think that's ingenious the way they've done this. I've always been a big fan of the 60ml bottles because they have the same size nozzle on them, and they've gone and changed how the tops of these bottles work. So we have an ultra fine nozzle to them. We also have a little clear lid. Now you've possibly seen me go on about this before, but I really like the fact that if you take the lid and glue it to your surface, you can then have your bottle up the right way all of the time so that the glue will be ready to use each time you pick this bottle up because it's always at the tip. The good bit as well is they've put this little cap piece in there so it stops your glue from drying in the nozzle, so it's really good to use. Just make sure if you do store your bottle the wrong way up, that you make sure it's firmly in that little holder, because if not, your glue will just fill up this cup and you'll waste your glue and block your tube, etc. And that's messy, we don't want to do that. So make sure it's in there firmly, but it is a really good way to use it, and it will always be at the tip ready for you to use. These bottles are also on offer at the moment. I believe they're only £7.64 by memory, don't quote me on that, but it's a good price for such a large bottle of glue. We're then going to just remove our foam tape from around the edges. Cosmic Shimmer glue, by the way, dries clear as well, so if it comes out the edges, it's not the end of the world. It's quite quick drying too, so if you haven't used it, really, really good. And the nozzles on these aren't actually that much thicker than your ultrafine bottles, so again, really precise to work with. We've got a little bit wonky there. We might be able to lift that up slightly. If not, wonky is the way. Don't panic. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sneak in this lovely sleigh. So I do apologise, as I did mention, this one has been discontinued, so I'm afraid we can't offer you this one on your offers, but it does fill in the gap at the top there, and as it's on the original, I did want to show you that too. And then we have some flowers. Now, talking of discontinued, this is our cut and lift poinsettia. Now, these are getting very few on the ground here at Craftmania and at Creative Expressions, and once they are gone, they are gone. There is limited stock of them. They come in a big set. There's two different styles. There's one with flower heads, there's one with borders, both of which are going to be in your last minute Christmas ideas folder on the website. If you like the look of these, do get hold of them before they sell out, because once we're out of them and Creative Expressions are out of them, they will not be coming back. These little twiddly bits and leaves also come in the same set, so it's a really good set to get hold of. We're going to add in a couple of these just in our gold mirror board coming out from underneath there, and we're going to go to town with these a little bit. And we'll take this one, and always worth bearing in mind, you don't have to use them the size they are, so we're just going to trim that one down slightly, pop a bit more glue with that one and stick it under there. Then we also have a couple of little branch bits which I've, if I can keep hold of them, I've cut these out in the same green to tie in with the branches and the twiddles that are in this bit, and I've again coloured the card with our lovely hunter green glitter kiss just to keep to the sparkles, and we're going to post them in on the sides there as well. I love this little branch. I bring this out all the time. I think it's just such a nice one to go in with your flowers. Nice for men's cards as well after you sort of finish with your Christmas cards. No reason, it's a little less floral, that branch. So we can bring those up. Nice shape to our flower there. And that's the outside of our card, nicely done. Now I do have a bit of a thing. We spend so long on the outside of our cards, and if it's for somebody we really love, it's nice if we can decorate the inside. So I've jumped ahead already for the centre of my card. I've put in a nice green layer. I've added in a gold mirror card layer, a bright white one to the centre. And then just to finish this card off, we're going to go in again with the red card that we have. We're going to pop that in the centre. And then on top of that, we have a little verse, and I'll show you the rest of the set that these come with. There is one of our woodware stamps. We're going to pop that in the centre there. This one reading, wishing you many magical moments this festive season. But this is actually the set that it comes from. So we have the same wishing you many magical moments this festive season as I've just used. You've also got your Christmas greetings. You've got wishing you and your family a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year, with warmest thoughts at Christmas time, and sending you every good wish for a happy and peaceful Christmas and a prosperous new year. So these are really good for the outside of your card, the inside of your card, maybe even matching gift tags or decorating your envelopes if you'd like to do that. They all come together on one set. The recommended price for these are only £5.99, but again, they'll be on offer. I think the offer price is £5.09. Please don't shoot me if I'm wrong, but it's something like that. And when we have a little look at your card, you can see that we then have the really nice work on the outside of it, and we've got the matching inside, really nicely done, really simple and quick and easy to do. So just bringing them components together to give you a few ideas. So I hope you've enjoyed that little video and taken a little bit of inspiration from it. Obviously, as I keep saying, if you do want to order the products, you can do that on the craftmaniacrafts.com website. You'll find everything in the November-YouTube-last minute Christmas ideas folder. Pretty much everything I've been talking about and showing you is on some sort of special offer, so no better time to get hold of it. And if you are shopping with us during November 2020, you will also find that if you spend over £10, you're going to receive a free dye worth £8.99 in your parcel. Now, at the time of filming, the dye we're giving away at this moment in time is our lovely cake dye. It will change as stocks run out. We've already run out of another sleigh and reindeer die set, and this one's already getting quite limited, so it will go on to a different design. But so you can see the current design that we will be offering in your parcel. Pop onto the website and a little pop-up box comes up and tells you which one we're offering, but it is all while stocks last, so please do get ahead and get your orders in while we've got the free dye, because it's just a nice little present from us to you to say thank you for shopping with us. Now, of course, don't forget that if you spend over £5 and you live in the UK, you will receive free P&P. If you live internationally, not a problem. We ship literally all around the world. All you have to do is just pop onto the website, shop as you normally would, and then when you come to checkout, your postage will be capped at just £10. If we can find your postage cheaper than £10, we will actually refund you the difference. But in true honesty with you, the average parcel tends to cost about £24 and takes about 2 weeks to ship to you. Here at Craftmania, we will actually pay everything above your £10 for you as a thank you for shopping with us internationally. So you won't pay any more than £10 to have it sent to you. It doesn't matter how much you order, the most you will pay is £10, just as a little way of trying to help you out. So don't forget, get online, get your discounts in the folder, get your free dye, your free shipping if you spend over £5 or capped at £10 internationally. You can't go wrong. If you've got any questions from this little demo, please don't hesitate to pop them in the comments and I will do my very best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and please do watch out for our next inspirational last minute Christmas ideas video, which will be coming your way throughout November. Bye for now.